Hi, it's Juicy. Coming back at you here. Wow, you guys. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're visiting or just dropping in, you haven't been here before, welcome. If it resonates, just click the like button, subscribe. That way you can be notified when I'm doing readings or juicy joints or any exciting thing like that. Ooh, so we're going to go into a little tarot tale. First of all, I want to go into the Tower and the Star. Okay, so the reason is because, well, we're going to, this is overall kind of an Aquarian situation, but, and the thing is, as I always say, it's wherever things are resonating for you. If you have rising Venus, wherever this resonates in your chart. This is also, as most of these readings are timeless, so like if you're seeing this 10 years from now, it could resonate the same way. But it's also can be construed in many different ways. But the point is, I'm just going to give you what I got, what came for me, and how that resonates for you is up to you. And what resonates, take, and what doesn't, leave it. There are billions of people on the planet, so it's bound to resonate with someone. But this is what I got. And also, let's not forget the age of the Aquarius that we're in now, finally. And the impacts that may have on this as well. So just, you could call it a collective, but it's definitely something that came in for the Aquarian energy right now. So the Tower, okay, so we know that Aquarius is an air sign, even though a lot of people get confused about that because it's a water bearer. It sounds like it might be a water sign, but it is not. It is an air sign, and it is ruled. Where's my there it is, Uranus. Okay, so Uranus is a tricky little planet, just like the Tower. Okay, these guys it's kind of the same deal. It's like, well, okay, I guess if I don't make a change in my life, so I'm going along and I'm doing all of these things that aren't in my spirit's best interest, or I'm not listening, I'm not feeling the energy that I should be feeling, but I'm not making a change. So unlike all the other planets, which you kind of have to kind of grow with, or you can react to or respond to, Uranus, just as the Tower, will come and make these changes for you if you haven't been doing it. So it seems like, oh my God, I just lost my job, or I just lost my relationship, or everything's just falling the fuck apart. Well, that's because there was changes that needed to be made and you weren't consciously making them. So it kind of escalated into this Tower energy. Now, this can happen in several different ways of our lives. Now, what I have kind of came with in this, and I'll have to tell you, I did a couple of different readings and they all kind of said the same thing. So the Tower is disruption, and it can happen in many parts of the life. So if we're talking about a relationship, this can, it has been known to withhold it, but both people's faith have to be pretty strong. And if it's just not a match anymore, and what your relationship is, it's time to end, it will fall apart. And so what I see with this too is that in that part of the life, we'll get back to that in a minute, but also and then another way is your kind of like your money. You might lose your job, you might have a hard time getting a job, finding your passion in something, or losing everything, somehow just shit falls apart, man. And I also do have to bring up that I do feel a little bit, I don't know if this is for a partner of an Aquarius or energy, or if it's just in general, it could be the opposite. The partner could be experiencing whatever this is. But there's a lot of disruption in these relationships. And I do feel like, Spirit's calling you to kind of open your heart to give and receive love from your true divinity, meaning you can't, it's very hard being human and having the secondary consciousness to not, expect, and especially in a relationship, things to go, but you can't just expect it without two people agreeing to it. So it's kind of a tricky situation if two people have grown apart and no one's going to do it. But this does, whatever relationship I'm feeling in this energy is definitely connected in a way that really there could be children, and also I felt there could be a pregnancy that's coming in for some of you, male or female. And if you're not wanting to have children, believe me, it could already be too late, because but if it's not, be very careful if that's not something you want to bring in. But I do feel like even the pregnancy could be troubled. Like there could be something as far as a trouble in the pregnancy, or a miscarriage, or something of the sort. I feel a lot of it kind of feels like it feels like a good, it's like a past life, like you're connected to this pregnancy, and something might go wrong with that. I don't really know what I'm feeling with this, but it's definitely something around a child, a pregnancy, or maybe it's something from the past that happened, and no one's gotten over it. I feel guilt. I feel a lot of guilt, a lot of stress. It's like I'm comparing myself. I can't, it's just like all this shit's just going wrong. And I also feel that if it's not that area for you, it could be substance abuse or something that you need to, it's like you can't cleanse yourself, or you can't seem to get over some kind of an addiction, or something that's blocking your energy, and something chaos had to break out in order for this. That maybe you went to jail, maybe there was something as far as, I don't know what problems this might have caused it in the relationship, family, anything. This can be in any area of your life. So whatever I'm feeling, I'm feeling a lot of the relationship thing. And I also feel like it's like you can't let go. It's like you need to illuminate what you're hiding. Exhume. That's my word for the day. Exhume. It refers usually to a dead body being dug up, but it's really about bringing something that's been hidden into the light. So when I got, and I've done it several times, and both the moon and the sun, man, were reversed here. And it's like, let's bring some light to that, and it's like really something that you don't want to see. And, the moon, I also, a lot of the times relate it to Neptune. It's like this dreamy, but you have to be able to be in touch with the higher, or it can lead you into illusions of whatever, some kind of not being able to see the truth with the moon and the sun there upside down. So we want to turn those right side up. And also I feel there's a lot of betrayal that has happened here, and with the betrayal, I don't just see the relationship betrayal. Maybe you betrayed it, trying to steal. I feel like there's some kind of thievery going on in either you or someone that someone had to protect themselves from it. So that's something, I don't know what's going on there. It's shady, definitely. And it definitely feels like it came, I feel like a lot of this, you could be dealing with a water sign, or fire sign. I'm feeling some fire in here too, or another air sign. But definitely there's this energy of, emotional immaturity that I feel here on one of the partner's behalves. And that can also, and it could be that you are the one that's immature, because you have some kind of an addiction. I don't know what's going on, or you can't let go of something. You have this attachment to the way that you thought it should be and the way that you compare it, but it stresses you. It's just not working. And so the Tower has let itself loose. And in order for you, see, even in this Kali came out, which is about, endings, beginnings, destruction. Kali, she's like, listen, I will chop your head off. Look at her. I will chop it off. And God bless you. God has blessed you on the way. But I mean, seriously, Kali ain't messing around. So she reminds me of the Tower as well. And there's a lot of this that's constructed your freedom. You don't want to see something, and you definitely don't want to change something that you're addicted, some kind of an addiction, whether that be to the relationship, to your emotions, which we all are on some level, or just the fact that, you're addicted to something more in general of substance. I don't know what. Cleansing from something. Something needs to be cleansed, and it could just be your thoughts, it could be your mind, but also I'm just feeling like it might also be something. But I feel like there's some betrayal in this upside down energy, and needing to really go higher into the energy of the star. Okay, so we're going to come to the star, which is an Aquarian card. The star, make a wish, baby. And so this one here is after the Tower. It's the rebuilding of kind of like your faith, your hope, your wishes and dreams. And to do that, I feel like you have to start from the beginning with your new creative, because you are an air sign. You do have the ability to be meant to have these great ideas. You have a lot of the Aquarian signs, usually anything air and Aquarian strong, has a lot of amazing wit and ideas and mental ability to kind of create. It's like one of their, like the earth signs are like money, this is like ideas. But I do feel like there's something with the emotions that have been blocking this. And then there was even like a sense of, even when you had it, you got bored with it. But then if you were threatened to lose it, you want it back, or you have to somehow hold on to it. And you have nostalgia and comparison, maybe even about your parents. Like you kind of idealize maybe people, their parents, or someone close to you, that you idealize their relationship or how it should be. Like you compare yourself to something. And it's basically letting go of that nostalgic energy, because basically there's no perfect relationship. I don't believe it for a minute. There's just people that stay together and people that lie staying together or whatever they're doing, but they're not really happy. And if they are, that's awesome. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's definitely there's definitely work in anything that you do with two people, right? So there's that. Watch the nostalgia. Somebody got betrayed. Somebody's not seeing something. Your illusion, the moon upside down, it's like, yeah, it's either this holding on to this attachment of a relationship that's not working, something about something that you're not wanting to see. But also, I don't know if that's what I asked Spirit already about this. Please and thank you, Spirit. Aquarius tribe energy. It's like all this sword energy too. It's like it's like, here I am, somebody's taking something, somebody's protecting something, somebody's doing something shady. And in the meantime, you're trying to figure all out. Your emotions are got you all over the place. Somebody needs to, you're blindfolded with something. You're not seeing something. So that's the tower energy. Okay, and the key to that is to, bring in the hope of the star, which we're getting to now. We're going to go into the star. So we've got the, the new ideas that you always have been gifted with, that you can enter this gate, but it's about, really mastering all of these elements into really, it's going to take you, it's kind of like, I feel like the hermit and the magician kind of remind me of each other, but definitely you need to be using your mind to master the elements of your being so that you may be able to, not let your thoughts consume you with your addictions or holding on to something that it has to pass or needs to pass. And also be careful, because your idea, even as good as it may be, to do this without spirit helping you, without your opening your heart to give and receive love from your divinity and kind of keeping a connection to, because you do have this. It's like, vacuum away this bullshit, the fear, get back to your independence of your ideas, and then, charge with them, but don't be greedy. Okay, there's a sign of greediness that can happen here, or unconsciousness. You have to participate. Yeah, and then there's that pregnancy thing. Okay, so watch about that too. But when we're going into the star energy, this is what we want to just be careful not to get too cocky with yourself, and to remember to stay open to giving and receiving love, to seeing it in people, not being a doormat, but using your strength gently, not forcefully, and also you have a lot of ascended master energy around this. And what else am I here? And it's going to tip the scales into your rebirth here if you're doing it right. You also could find yourself being an empowering light worker, or even through music or dance. I don't know why I'm hearing that too. Something about, or even could be cooking. Something with the arts, but definitely you need to connect to spirit, and then you're going to turn the wheels of justice. It's like the wheel of fortune almost. But I feel like there's something about it, once you get through all this bullshit, you're going to be able to turn it and get it back. The star energy will come in now from the tower, but we all go through the damn tower, but you have to maybe move on from this. You probably do. Just be careful of what I said. And also now I have two other ones that I've been sitting with this for a while. Look at this pretty card of the Ascended Masters too. They're there for you, baby. They're there. And then the arts. But I got these two cards that I also prayed with. I love this deck. One of them is strategy. One of them is expect the unusual. Well, that's Uranus energy, right? And that tower, man, I'll tell you, we all get it. Here's another one in the picture of the tower in another deck, but you can see, like, no matter what, you can't really escape the tower, And it can be a collective thing, like the fires going on in Maui and a while back, and now this one in the whole thing. So it's kind of like, wow, there's a lot. So I'm going to read these cards to you. I'm going to be proud of myself too, because I didn't go on too long. I'm sure there's more I want to say, but we're going to go ahead and read Expect the Unusual. In the middle of this mystical purple pathway that our violet-clad goddess has embarked upon, there sits something very menacing. Or is it? In legend, Black Panther is known for its peaceful, protective guardianship and being a good omen of triumph. To others, Black Panther is seen as a symbol of warning, a dangerous aggressor, an omen, or a fraud. So which is it? This is where your acute sense of discernment will serve you well in all aspects of your life. For in a world gone upside down mad, and nothing is as it seems, it's paramount now to remain vigilant, to carefully watch for possible obstructions or deceptions, as they surely abound in a 3D world where everything is allowed. Luckily, you have a built-in radar system that will keep you out of danger. Your intuition. If you trust it, you will be able to feel and know what is true and best for you. Now, that's really a good sign because of this deception that we see, and also the attachment. We got to be able to get clear with the gentle strength. But this is all leading it to here, the Magician to me. This should be your theme card, the Magician, to bridge the two, Tower and the Star. You know, that's really important. So that's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. We just have to do the other one now. Where is it? Strategy. You guys love it, like a chess player. Here it is. The white, here it is too. Look at her. That's pretty cool. And here's the last one. So, strategy, the chessboard. The White Queen, with the aid of her capable team players, has defeated and checkmate the King of Darkness. Ooh. Conquering such a powerful opponent by herself is a near impossible feat in chess. A more likely outcome would be a stalemate, resulting in a lot of wasted energy, getting nowhere. Instead, with her team's strategic positioning and her keen perception of the opponent's next move, she was able to outmaneuver the opposition and win the match. Now our victorious heroine exits triumphantly from the black and white board game, glowing in victorious colors. This same strategy also applies in the game of life. When you're faced with a difficult situation that's way over your head, it's not time to go it alone. Call in the troops, baby. Seek out help. Surround yourself with groups, friends, and family. Most importantly, ask your spiritual guides, who are just waiting to be of assistance. I just seen the masters there with you. It's imperative to listen, observe, intuit, and the situation. Decide on your options and get the input from the people that you trust. Then you'll be in a position to make your next best move. That's good advice, but I feel like this Magician card keeps calling back to me here with this whole thing. Like, you have to be able to get your shit together with your thoughts, with the ace coming back in, giving you another time here. So, here. Yes. So basically, that's the bridge between the Tower and the Star. It feels like a little fairy, the Tower and the Star, like it should be some kind of a, maybe we should write children's books out of the tarot decks. Anyway, so that being said, I also want to remind you that and a lot of times you might have to move on. You might have to go. There's travel involved that for some of you maybe. It feels like there could be travel, like move. Like you have to really clear this energy from your field. You really have to cut cords. It's a lot of you. It's time from these deceptive situations and some, even the relationship. I don't know what it is, but some could be another group of it that's just somebody got bored. The relationship feels over. And or a job or a relationship with whatever you're addicted to here. Stop the nostalgia and start over here with the Ace of Swords and get your shit back together. A lot of that might mean moving on, but you do have to go and touch to the higher part of you, which I feel like it doesn't matter, again, whether you pray to religion, whatever that is for you, just make sure that you are asking your guides and angels, however you do that, your higher soul, for help every day, because of the free will. We want to ask, help me anything, help me. But I do like that word exhume. Exhume the sun. I don't know. I like to garden, so I guess I would kept this word. I think I'm gonna bring a word in for every one, maybe, or I'm gonna try to, and I'm gonna attempt it, like exhume. But for Aquarian energy, or whoever this resonates with, this reading, your energy and your shit show between the tower coming into the star, the link is the Magician. And I do have a link on here, or a video on here on my channel about the Magician too, and the High Priestess, which is basically the moon and sun, which you're all upside down. So you need to get right side up with that shit, and get serious about it, because it's time. It's the age of Aquarius after all, babies. And again, I do personal readings, and if anybody would like to, I always leave my website in the description box below, and you're welcome to contact me with any questions, readings, homeopathy, Rolfing, structural integration, any anything that I do on here. Also, my daughter is an esthetician and does microneedling. She's a laser technician, so anything like that comes out in the Arizona area that would like to have that, please contact us at the website. And I'm so grateful for y'all being here. It's definitely changing coming in this time. I do feel like when I was looking into a time frame, I did want to mention that for some reason, I don't know if this will resonate, but for some reason April came up. So for April, I feel it's April. It feels like to me. So however that goes for you, just if you want to keep that in your frontal lobe. And also, just take your freedom back, man, and realize that a lot of things happen in this life for lessons that we were supposed to have, that suck sometimes, they hurt, but it's definitely not the end of everything. So try to remember the star from the tower and the bridge between it, the Magician and you. Turn your sun and your moon right side up. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Again, take what you need and, leave the rest behind. But just know that I send so much love and blessings to all this tribe of all the signs that we all are of some sort of. Some of us have more in different ways, but this is just about this energy right now. So blessings, stay safe and wonderful and happy and blessed and blissed. All right, namaste. See you next time.